Hello everyone. How is everyone today? We have Kim here. Hey Kim, I'm so glad you're catching another live. Hi Susan. Hello Mick and Marcy from Northern California. Yes, it has been a little bit of a, I want to say lazy, but no, we put up a Christmas tree. We have all the Christmas stuff out. I just need to put it out. But we did get one tree up. I've got a lot of decorating to do, so I'm very excited about it, but I'm even more excited to be here with you guys because you all just lift my spirits like you wouldn't believe. And so as it says, hi James, hi Deb. Deb and Denton, that's right. All right, so as the picture showed, we're going to be using this little cute Simon Says stamp, Christmas kitties. I think I showed this in a haul video not too long ago. Hi Mayhem, what's going on? Hi Mary. And I just thought, you know what? I really want to make a Christmas card. I know it's the day after Thanksgiving and I've been making Christmas cards. So hello, Tone. Is it Tone? Tony? Tone? I want to say it right. So maybe you can correct me in there and I'll catch it. Yep. We'll start decorating. That's right. Well, I've got more decorating. We already have a tree up. The cats have been all over everything. Yeah. Hi, Kim. Okay, so, but before we get into that, I do want to, like I did last week, I want to show a few cards that I've received. So I'm gonna show 4 today. Thank you, Mick. This first one is from Tracy. I got this one this week. Is that not super adorable? That looks like a hello, oh no, not a hello bluebird. Maybe it is. No, I think this one is a My Favorite Things image. Anyway, super cute. I love the thankful. It's nice and shiny. And I just think that is so sweet, and I love that color combo. And then I do have another one from Tracy. Check this one out. It's so sweet. This so lifted my spirits. This was when our dog had passed away, and I got this one in the mail. I love this. I love how she's got the slanted piece here. Of course, the sweet little pup that looks like mine, and then we have the hugs. So, so sweet. And then I have this one from Pauline, and look at that. I just love this. At first I thought this almost looks like a bought card, but no, she stamped that background. It just is like this beautiful watercolor look. And then I love how she's got the thread in there. I think that's so cool. You're just gonna start after work tomorrow? All right. Hi, Carol. And then we have this one from Amanda from Pear Blossom Press, but check that out. All that cool embroidery on there. Love that. That's so pretty. And then she even put some gems in there, but that took some time. So I love that. All right. All right. I know, such sweet cards. Okay, so let's get into, and big thank you to those who do send cards. And as I said, I'm going to start cycling through and I want to show them. In the past, I've done it in one big video every few months, but I think that I like this idea of showing a few every week if I have a few. So anyway, that's what we'll do. All right, so again, this is the Christmas Kitties from Simon Says Stamp. Has everybody been doing some Black Friday shopping? I did a little bit. Okay, and then this paper pad, this is called the Scrapbook Customs Christmas Pack. Now, I have something linked down below, but it is a 12 by 12 paper pad. I think this one was a free with a purchase. Actually, I know it was. And so I just cut down one of the pieces from there. And as the thing said, we're going to be doing a Christmas spinner. So I went ahead and cut down my card base. We're going to do an A2, and then I've got my piece of cardstock. I actually cut this down to 4 inches. By this one's 4 inches by 5.5, so it will. Ooh, looks like I got a mess on my. Let's clean that up. I think that was from a previous thing. Did a small amount of shopping. Marcy did some. Kim did a little bit. What did everybody buy? All right, and I'm going to score this at 4 1/4 inches. This was 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. To be honest with you, I figured a low-key card today, an easy little spinner, because, I don't know, I just needed low-key. I wanted to chat with y'all and just make an easy little spinner. And I know I've done these in the past. I hope you guys don't get bored, but it is a different stamp set. And this one will be, so that's how it's going to fit on the front of the card, which I kind of like that. But before we do that, we do have to, before we attach it, we have to cut a hole in the center for our spinner to go. So I'm going to try and line that up a little bit, and I'm going to tack it down with a little bit of mint tape at the top and the bottom. Yeah, I did a little bit, and then we did have to go, well, not have to, but we went and bought a new Christmas tree. So we did that at Lowe's today. Okay, so there's that, and I'm going to need a circle die. So my plan was I'm going to have one of these as a spinner. So I need a circle, and I am putting this on here as I showed. I did not attach this panel to the front. So we're going to tack this down. Hi, Sandra from Belgium. Hello, Alana. How are you ladies today? Okay, so I'm going to tack that down, and then I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine really quickly. Okay, so we did that, got it all good. And now these pieces we can save for something else, save them for later, another card, rainy day, whatever. And then we have these two pieces now that they're not attached to each other, but, oops, well, you run that through your die cutting machine and it wants to tack that stuff down. All right, thankfully it's the mint tape. I have found the mint tape, it's like my new favorite for die cuts and things, because it's done a pretty good job. So far, I haven't had real issues with anything tearing. Hi, Georgia. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Jim does equal James. My bad. That's what I call him. I call him all kinds of names. Good ones, of course, but I call him all kinds of names. And I forget his professional name is James sometimes. And it's funny, in the military, some of them want to call him JD, you know, or James. He goes by James, or Jim, so I hear it all. But yes. All right, so I have that cut. Before I do anything else, let's get to our coloring. So we've got our things set. So now let's color. I'm ready to color. All right. I know, isn't that mint tape great, Sandra? Okay, so I went ahead and stamped, and I went ahead and already die cut out and just put them back in place. It just makes it that much easier, because y'all don't want to come in here and watch me die cut like crazy. But I stamped out several of our four total, but I used this one twice, and I got these two little guys, and there's so many great sentiments. And I bought this, I think, when it was on super sale. Hello, Amanda! I just showed one of your beautiful cards. So, yes. All right, and I have a bunch of Copics already pulled out. So we'll get to coloring these little guys. And of course, I have to color them like Siamese. I know, isn't it a fun stamp, Sandra? I love it. Is it Sandra? Sandra or Sandra? I wonder, because my real name is actually Cassandra. So you've always called him Uncle Jamie. Okay, his wife frowns on that. Oh, really? Because sometimes, well, I understand that, but you know, if that's what you call your uncle, that's what you call your uncle. I call Jim Jimmy sometimes, and the only other person who was ever allowed to get away with that was one of his roommates who was from Allentown, Pennsylvania, who would just call him Jimmy. So, all right, so of course these two guys, I'm actually going to have these go on the inside, but I'm going to color them like Max and Miles. So I'll start with some E50. Yes. I'm so glad that you learned that. You know, it was one of those things where when I first tried, and boy, that is dark. When I first tried to do the coloring, is that a little better? When I first tried to do the coloring without putting it back in place, oh boy, that was hard. After I die cut, so I was like, I'm just going to stick it back in place. And this really just kind of helps with. All right, so I always start with, for my little Siamese kitties, we put down some E50. And I'm going to color this one to be like Max, except his scarf isn't going to be blue. His scarf is not going to be blue. So he's going to be more of a seal point. You guys have seen me do this 1,000 times, huh? I can't help it. This is just what I have to do. And I stamped these using some blackout ink on my Express It blending cardstock. Hi, Deanna. How are you feeling? Hello, Candy. All right, and then I'm going to come in with a darker color. We've got E87. Are those up on there? Yeah. Okay, I think that helped a little. All right. And I tend to just do a lot of flicking motions. So some of you said that you're decorating or you've already started. Some of you said you're waiting. What is everybody else doing? Are you decorating? Do you celebrate the holidays? I'm going to have a house full. We had, our daughter was here, obviously, because she's with us for one more. And then she had her fiance and his family all come over yesterday. Yes. Oh, good, good. I'm glad. Tired, yes. I'm so glad you don't get tired of it, because that's what we got. All right, and then I'll color this one as a blue point. I love the little sweater on him. Isn't that so cute? If I could get the boys to wear clothes. I mean, having them in their harnesses, that's funny enough. Okay, so now we're... Oops. Okay, so I'm going to do some W's for him. So I've got 5 and 3, W5 and 3. Did you? Yeah, we were decorating our tree during that time. We had the tree up. Had pulled out a bunch of boxes. So yeah, okay. Come in now with some W5. How many of you do the coloring, if you color, well, even I suppose with any sort of medium, do you do dark to light? I'm always so curious. Or do you do light to dark? You had your dinner for, dinner for 12. Today's your son's birthday? Well, happy birthday. Oh, it's always fun to celebrate again. And I'm sure you have lots of wonderful leftovers from last night's meal if you had 12. We had 9. So, and it was fun. We always like having a house full. Okay. And then I'll go into coloring. I'll color these guys too. And I think I'm just going to color them the same. Yep. Get through Thanksgiving completely, then Christmas gets to come in. That's true. Yep. You do light to dark, Kim? You do both, but usually dark to light? I'm impressed with that. Then dark, yes. Light to dark, dark to light. I'm always impressed when people can do it dark to light. I am just not as successful. And it's interesting. So I did one of the Copic, well, I did 2 Copic classes when they were doing classes a long time ago to become like Copic certified or whatnot. And, you know, they started light to dark, but they had talked about using lots of ink. And so I was always so nervous about using too much ink. So this is why I think I've just mostly stuck with going light to dark, because I find I do use a lot less ink when I do it this way. But when I try to do dark to light, I end up using more ink. I don't know. I don't know why. I can't do the balance, I guess. All right. So I'm always impressed when people are able to do that. And then they had us like look at the back of our paper to see how much saturation we were getting. And so I think it's just a habit that's hard to break. You get a better blend with lighter colors on top. Oh, okay, I get that. That makes sense. Oh, your Thanksgiving's tomorrow, Kim. Dark to light for Alana. Light to dark for Deb. I'm on strike for decorating until I get a grandbaby. Good for you. And light to dark for you. Okay, that's funny. That is funny. Like, I mean, if you've watched me color, I can do both. Well, like I say I can do both, but I feel like I'm just much more successful doing it the light to dark. But I watch people do it, and I'm always like, golly, they're good at it. They're so good at it. All right. I always get oversaturation because I feel like I go too dark. Maybe that's my problem, you know? Oh, well. As I always say, you do you. Whatever works for you is the way to do it. because I've seen y'all's cards and they're all beautiful. So, well, I think I've seen most of y'all's cards. Okay, so the kitties are colored. Now we've got some greens and some reds I've brought in. That'll be easy enough. See, maybe that's my issue too, Deb. I feel like I do have a little bit of room for error. Too many times. Okay, and good for you, Alana. Honestly, you know, if it works to do the cut first, and then, because you're right, there has been a few times where you spent all that time coloring something, and then now all of a sudden, ugh, you've ruined it by a die cut just shifting. I used to just live so dangerously and not tack them down. Well, and that is true, Candy. For whatever reason with the grays, will go dark to light. I don't know why. It's like I just automatically grab the darker one. Oops, that color is some YG67. And this is G28. All right, I like that. It was hard for me to not do blue, but not doing blue. All right, well, let's bring in a little bit of pink for the nose. Okay, and then we'll do red. Since this is Miles, it makes sense. We'll do red. You're not. That's on your wish list. Okay, the Nuvo alcohol markers. I bet they work mostly the same. I've never actually used them, Kim, but I bet they work mostly the same. Thanks. So we've got some R17. That's going to be our base coat for his sweater. You could do all sorts of fun things with a sweater like this, all kinds of colors, but I figured we'd just go easy. I needed easy today. And then we've got some R29. I'm just going to add color where I think, you know, as I always say, shadowing and shading just wherever. Okay, I like that. And then for this little guy, I think we're going to do, well, obviously we'll do the heart red. And I started with the darker color. Thank you, Sandra. You had to get used to blending Copics while they're wet. Yes, that is true. Because if you let them sit, it is hard to blend them. See, not very successful there. And then also with the reds, they just bleed a lot. So that is something to think about too. The reds bleed. I don't know why, but they just do. Okay, and so then for his little hat, oh, I need his nose pink. He is obviously going to be the spinning part, I think. So let's do red and green. Why not? We'll start with the green. Because that'd be fun. All right. Yep, we're going to definitely have some leftovers. What was y'all's, if you celebrated Thanksgiving yesterday, what was your favorite dish of the day? My daughter made pies. My husband did the smoked turkey. Oh, it was so good. And I did gluten-free green bean casserole, which was amazing. So you use the Spectrum Noir Tri, and I've heard that about those, Sandra. I've heard that. All right. And then we'll come in with some red. I've heard people really like those. Of course, I started back when Copics were pretty much the only kid on the block, so I have quite a collection of those, which is why I've stuck with them. And you know, because it's, as you all know, they're an investment. Oh, Alana, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Put that towards some of that Black Friday spending I did. Oh my goodness. Except for the green, exactly. Yep. Oops, I forgot to put some red on this one. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it so much. Or maybe I'll take James for a coffee. Take him out on a date. There you go. Okay, so we had yams and green bean casserole. Love green bean casserole. Broccoli rice casserole. Ooh, that's a good one. You went to the buffet and over at the salads. Okay, all right. Good for you. You're making pumpkin pie later. You grilled steaks. Ooh, Susan, that sounds good. Yeah, that's funny. James does like my sweet potato casserole, and that's a guy who does not like sweet potatoes. But you put enough sugar on anything. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, brush your bullet. Okay, there you go. Yes, thank you so much for that. Okay, so I think our little guys are ready. I like them. I think they're fun. We may do a little bit more Copic coloring on the circle we're going to be using. You know, I may bring that in. Just because I want it to seem like he's on a... Or you know what? If I do that, it's going to be with the grays. All right, so let's... There we go. So I'll keep those grays out. That's what I'm going to do, I think. And what you'll need for this, because these aren't normally when you would do like a spinner card. Yeah, date night for sure, Deb. Normally when you do a spinner card, you'd have an image that when it's die cut out, it looks the same front and back and you can just stick it together. But I'm just going to stick it to a circle. So what we're going to do is I cut out these two circles, which are slightly smaller. So they will spin just fine in the center. Snowflakes are a good spin as well. Oh, well, you go rest well. Thank you for hanging out for a little while, Sandra. It was so good to see you. Appreciate that. Thank you, Debbie. And glad you're here. And Pam. Hi, Pam. How's it going? Yes, you can come back and catch the replay. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I just really wanted to make a spinner, just like I said. Your sweet potatoes are ruined. Use a vegan product instead of butter. Tasted terrible. Oh, so you used the wrong stuff. Yeah, I get a little nervous. I got really nervous when I started having to cook gluten-free. Like, how's that even going to work? But I made my own. I know that Walmart carries a green bean, or not green bean, but a cream of mushroom soup. But I was like, I'm going to make my own, see how that comes out. And it actually came out pretty good, so. All right, so I want to have these little guys sitting on the circle is what I want. Oh, used it on the, oh, bummer. That's a bummer, Pam. Boo. So far, I'll check out the replay later. Okay, bye, Candy. Good to see you. All right, we're going to put down a little bit of, see what I'm talking about? Started out with a little bit of dark, and then we'll come in with some light and see if I can blend that out. But we're going to have our kitty laying on that, so. Oops, I'm just making a mess. And let's bring in some W1 as well. Okay. So then he can just sit on there. And then we'll have his little heart right up above him. Okay, that's how it's going to go. Let's just go ahead and color up the other one, and then I can stick them down. Good for you, Deb. We do not. I shouldn't say that. I mean, we try. We try. I'm a Midwest girl, though, so, you know, I love my steak and potatoes, and I'm one of those that I will work out so that I can eat. That is me. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and glue these guys down. See, I don't think I'm very successful sometimes with the dark to light. Oh, swell. Oh, but he's so cute. All right. There we go. I like that. And then we'll stick this one down. Thanks, Kim. Thankfully, the additional guests canceled due to... Oh, no, I hope they're not. You know what? You don't know. Maybe they would have liked it. Maybe they would have liked it. Hope everybody's okay, though. And it does stink to have to toss out food. It's the worst. Kim, and you know what? Maybe that's why I was destined to live here. We love Alabama. We love it here. Okay, so now let's bring in our piece because we need some invisible thread. My mother introduced me to this a long time ago for quilting because my mom is a quilter. So what you want to do, which you can't see it because it's invisible. Oh, good. I'm glad it wasn't COVID. Well, that was really nice of you. Okay. Hello from Jamaica, Glendine. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so now I'm going to cut that down. You know, actually, I'm going to double it up. I like to double it up. I don't know why. I just do. So I'm going to double that up. And you know, you can make it longer than your piece, but in order to attach that, which hopefully I don't lose that because it's invisible, I like to use this kind of stuff. So I'm going to stick it down. We're going to put that down. And then I'm going to peel that off. Hopefully I can remember how to do these. This is why I wanted something easy. Oh, aren't those little hearts sweet? It's like such a cute little addition. Good for you, Amanda. I was going to hop on my bike this morning, but I didn't. So I did work out yesterday. I did a 45-minute bike ride, and I felt like I had earned my cake, you know? So I felt a little bit better about that. Okay, so now all I'm doing is I am sticking that down, kind of trying to keep it nice and taut, if I can get it to do that. Sometimes this stuff is a bear to work with. And it's not gonna work for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sandwich it between a couple of pieces. If I had some thicker stuff, but I'm pretty much out of it. Maybe that's what I should use Alana's money for. All right. So I'm just going to take a piece. Good thing you can't see me doing this. Oh my gosh. And then I am going to stick that down, kind of trying to center it, and I'll stick this over the top. Okay, so that should keep it in place while I attach it down here, and then get another piece and do the same thing. Okay, which, there we go. That works. I don't know if you can actually see that. It's in there. And I do have a little bit hanging up on the top, but I'm not worried about that. We can cut that off later. Okay, so now what I want to do is I need to get my little boys attached to it too. So I am going to do the same thing on the back of this, just putting some on there. And I'll put one. Okay, so we'll just make sure that he's facing the right way. And I'm going to put him down on top like this because I want to make sure he's straight. Try not to stick it to my glass mat too much, which, there we go. Okay, pull that nice and tight. Nice and tight. Okay. So now I'm just going to flip it over, which I didn't even get it centered. Good grief. I'm on the struggle bus today for sure. It's been one of those days. Okay. All right, and then for him, I'm just going to put glue on the back. Hopefully he's centered. All right, so we can let that sort of dry. Did you see I haven't been checking it for a little while? Hi, Gloria. Okay. Oh, no, Alana, I'm not that good at it. Clearly, this has got me all befuddled, if you know what I mean. So, all right, in this part, I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, there's two pretty sides to that. Which one should I use? Ooh, I think I'm going to use this one. Well, no, you know what? I probably better use that one because that's what I started with. No guarantee that it'll actually line up. So let's not tempt fate. How about that? How about that? Okay, so now I'm going to stick that down, trying to put it over our circle. All right. There we go. There we go. Hi, Terry. I'm glad you made it. Hey. You know, you might surprise yourself. I surprise myself every darn time. So, all right, I have a little bit of that excess. We're going to trim that off and check it out. Now it spins. Oh, that makes me happy. I like that. Okay, but we need a sentiment on the outside. So let's pull in our stamp set and take a look. Okay. So I think I want Meowie Christmas. It only makes sense, right? I'm telling you, PJB, if we can get that guy on here, we're doing it. I'm going to keep asking. Maybe one of these days he will succumb to the pressure, the peer pressure, and he'll make a card with me. I'm not going to hold my breath, of course, but he does a lot for me, so I can't really complain, but I want to. Maybe I can get Michael, my son, to come back on because he'll be here over Christmas for his sister's wedding. He is deployed right now, and so we're just hoping he gets back in time and everything works out okay, but very excited. Okay, so let's make this easy on ourselves. I do have some red glitter tape that I desperately want to use, and I think that'll work really well on here. So I'm going to stamp out our Meowie Christmas. This is just a scrap piece of white cardstock that I have. If we keep saying it, yes, because then he'll be like, fine, fine, I'll do it. You never know. We can keep trying, can't we, Pam? Oh, that's funny. Okay. So I like that. And then let's bring in this red glitter tape that I have. Ooh, mama likey. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to do this one at an angle too. And then we'll just kind of trim that off. And I like this easy mailer. So I feel like, you know, this spinner is an easy mailer that you can obviously still packs a punch because it is a spinner. How cute is that, right? Who wouldn't want to get a spinner? All right. Yeah, so we did go a little bit big on that one. That's okay. All right, I like it. I'm so happy. And I would love to give this to one of you who has commented today. So keep commenting. I'm going to pick a number out of what we have. I do it all random, just pick a number, and then I go down and find who commented at what number. And then I post it in my community page. I don't know if you, yes, that, it doesn't it? It really does. That way, because I was originally going to put some gems, and I thought I really want this to be an easy mailer. But this would be fun. This would be a fun card to send to one of you. So I'll post that in my community page. All right, so now we do have to have something on the inside. Wishing you the warmest holiday ever. Oh, I like that. Maybe not warm temperature-wise. But, or maybe you want that. I don't know. Maybe you want that. Before I put that down, let's do, oh, I have a strip of this stuff left over. And let's do some more red glitter. How about that? I like that. Do a little bit more red glitter. Use up those products, right? Okay, so what did I miss? He could still just moderate, but be on camera on the bottom right of the screen. Oh, well, I would love that. He has the cutest little face, so maybe we can talk him into it. Maybe we can talk him into it. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Y'all just are so sweet to me. So, okay. Let's put this one down first. Try and line it up on our glass mat. Yeah, I like that idea, James. Roselia, how are you? I am good. I am with you all. I am loving life. Lots to be grateful for, thankful for. So, in less than a month, the kid gets married. The daughter gets married. Oh, it was kind of sad putting some of those ornaments on the tree and then setting hers aside. She's like, oh, Mom, we want to set up a Christmas tree since we'll be married before Christmas. We want a Christmas. Okay, now this is a pain. We want to have a Christmas tree up. And I was like, okay. So we started pulling out her ornaments, the ones that she's had on our tree for forever. It was a little sad, but very exciting at the same time. So, okay. Trim that off. And that's where the boys will rest. How about that? So these little guys are going to sit here. Oh, maybe they will, if I can get the... Oh, I like it. I like it. That's what they're going to do. Okay. Baby steps. You want a warm Christmas? I'm not opposed. I'm not totally opposed. I mean, if I'm down at the beach or something, I'm all about that kind of a warm Christmas. But, you know, here in northern Alabama, I'm closer than some, I suppose, but... Okay. All right, so let's stamp our sentiment. Yay! Okay, I think that's going to do it. That is going to do it for our... Oh, but they're showing through. I just realized that. Oh, I bet you're right, Mary. Hey, Nancy. I like the glitter tape too. I screwed up having those boys show through. That was kind of a down. I did not think that through, and if I try to tear that off, that's going to ruin it. And then our sentiment. So I really didn't think this through. I'll be honest with you. There is probably a way to fix it. It's been that day. Thank you. You guys are sweet. Your dad's cat is missing. Oh no, Terry. Oh, definitely. Definitely thinking of you and your dad. Well, that didn't turn out exactly how I pictured in my head. This is why you should do run-throughs, I suppose, before you go live. But I would still love to send it to one of you. You're sweet, Deb. Thank you. You're sweet. I'm not loving it, but is what it is. You know, a person could add a back to it. I could do that. You know, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. That is what we're going to do. I just thought about it. We can do this. So let me show you a way to fix it. All right, so here's some cardstock. This is going to be another card base. And this is possible. This is doable. Okay. Tell you. All right, so now we just have another card base. And then what we can do, you would still love it. You guys are so sweet. Well, we're trying on the fly, James. We're trying. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So it'll still have... All right, we did it. We did it. Okay. I'm telling you right now, I was like, that is par for the day. Man, I tell you. Feel like you're winning, and then in the end, you just don't. Call me the comeback kid. I don't know. Just kidding. Okay. So that is one way to fix a mistake like that. Trifold. That's right, Alana. You all are so encouraging and wonderful. I can't even take it. I can't. Because I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. Yep, real life does happen, Deb. You're right. Trifold, Alana. You called it, girl. You called it. How to overcome. Oh, I love you guys if you had any idea. Hey, Jeff. Cave Troll. How you feeling? Well, there it is. So what I could do, but I don't dare tempt it. I could put something in here. But maybe I'll just make it so that my message could go down here or in there. But this works out. I'm much happier with that. I think that works. Perfect. Yay. Yeah, well, thank you, Deb. I'm glad. Always, you're right, Marcy, whether it be shove more cardstock over it or whatnot. But we did it. We were successful this time. So yeah. All right, the plan is definitely to be back next week and with another card. I know, I'm sorry, Cave Troll. Thank you guys. I'm thinking of you, Jeff. You feel better, okay? But there it is. So I'll go through the list of names and I will basically draw a random number. Oh, some red paper behind the window would be very cute, wouldn't it? Maybe because I don't know where it is right now. That is a thought, Pam. I'm gonna go through my stat. Maybe I'll add some after the fact. But yeah, go ahead. I've got all these comments. I'm gonna go pick a random number, and one of y'all, I'll leave it in my community page. I'll post the name. And if you're one of the winners of even the previous card, if you find your name on there, you know, just send me an email. It's all good. Do another card. I missed this one. If I had something planned, Jeff, you know I would. Or more plaid. You're right. You are right. Oh, I just love y'all. Thank you so much for being here today. Go enjoy whatever leftovers you might have or feel better in some of y'all's cases. I hope you feel better. Terry, I hope your dad finds his kitty. Thank you guys for sharing part of your day with me. It just, like I said, it makes my heart so happy when I get to come on here and see you all. Thanks, Amanda. I love you guys. And so go off, be amazingly creative, and know how much you're loved. And I will see you very soon in another video. Bye, everybody.